They scared the fuck out of me. Like,
I'm
Boys in
curious,
the
like,
Hood scared the shit out of me.
True.
Like, Ricky
This is-
didn't deserve to die.
All right, Jordan, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is pretty simple. It's Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. It's just a homage to Kung Fu. Going home from school, after school, watching Kung Fu Wednesdays, which it looks like they're trying to bring that back. But
Oh, I'm down.
yeah, I'm going home and just watching that, eating Fruity Pebbles, just watching that. And I love Kill Bill. I just love the style of it.
Me too.
I mean,
It's one of my favorite Tarantino.
it is
movies.
one of my
I
favorite.
think I don't think it gets as much respect as it deserves.
It's because it was a little self-indulgent, but it's better on rewatch.
Yeah, I'm about to
It
say, in
is.
retrospect,
It is.
I think it's a lot better than probably you thought of it at the time. Because, at the time, it's like, oh, this is just Tarantino jacking off on Tarantino. But in retrospect, like, no, this is a good balance of him just unleashing, basically.
Which is just interesting because that film total is 3 hours, over 3 hours, correct?
Have you had both movies?
Right.
Yes.
That's almost 4 if you had both.
Oh, is that
Is it
what it is?
almost
Yeah,
4?
yeah, it's
because the
long
reason
as
why I
fuck.
bring that up because Batman is damn near almost 3 hours. It is
just
damn near
call it
almost 3
3.
hours. So it's just like, what changed in regards to standards wise to where they told him, yeah, you're gonna have to split this movie in half?
Yeah.
Like, what changed? Because now you got movies that are 3 fucking hours. You're
was-
like, goddamn.
With Kill Bill, it was his decision.
I thought it was studios.
No. It was Tarantino. Like,
Oh, really?
In the like director's commentary and stuff, like leading up to it, he admits that like, no, yeah, I just had too much shit, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think people will want to sit through like a 4-hour like revenge movie.
Little did he know.
But
Yeah, I would.
Foreshadowing.
2 hours, like if I cut it in half, find a good stopping point,
Yeah.
and make it 2 separate movies, then yeah, I can get people one.
And give people 2. Get people waiting for it. By the way, that soundtrack,
Oh, it's
I
great.
love that
Oh,
damn
it's amazing.
I love that damn soundtrack in the scene where
Oh,
she's
he
like
fa-
moving her feet like that.
He found that band like at like a Hot Topic in Japan. Or
Really?
something like that. Yeah, like
He found him out of nowhere. It's just like, oh,
he
they
was
gotta
just
be
in
here.
a Hot Topic or some sort of clothing store, and then he heard it over the radio, and he's like, "What's the name of this band?" And then from there, they just were in
Hot
the
Topic
movie.
where they don't pay their employees. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Just the dialogue between Beatrix Kiddo and Bill. Just that type of element to me in the fighting scenes. Like it's graphic, of course, but I just love. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I love violence. So yeah,
So does Tarantino.
I know.
Yeah.
I keep remembering
And
that
feet.
scene. Right. He loves. I keep remembering that scene that made a big controversy when Uma Thurman hit that tree when she was
Oh,
driving.
she actually got hurt. Yeah.
And she really got hurt.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, that's kind of fucked up. How come I just now know about this?"
Yeah,
but-
that came out like 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like, but yeah, that's one of my number 5 is Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
It's a great choice.
Yeah,
The
it goes all down here from here.
Oh, no.
the speech with or not the speech, but the dialogue between Beatrix and Bill. When it's like Superman, blah blah blah, like that's one of my favorite dialogue moments, probably in
it.
all of film.
I love it.
Oh, it's on me again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Numero cuatro.
All right, let's see where we go from here. 'Cause
It's all downhill.
I'm gonna gradually get us there. Yeah, we're not just gonna jump over a cliff. I'm
Oh
gonna.
no, I'm roller coaster.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Tearjerkers.
I grew up in the '90s.
Okay,
Uh huh.
I'm black. If you didn't notice that,
I couldn't tell.
Highly melanated.
yeah, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here because you're gonna relate to this.
Yeah.
So it was a string of movies that came out in the '90s geared towards us.
Okay.
Some people like to call them hood movies.
Oh.
The whole a genre. To be honest, a genre I do miss.
Okay.
I do. I get why they don't make them anymore, but it was a special place.
You want to rewrite Booty Call?
That does not count. That does not count, sir. And yes, I would. So it's an actual booty call in the movie. But yeah, no, like, so I thought of, like, as a kid, because my parents took me to see this shit when I was like 6 and 7. They didn't give a fuck because they wanted to see it. They were horror movies to me. They scared the fuck out of me. Like,
I'm
Boys in
curious,
the
like,
Hood scared the shit out of me.
True.
Like, Ricky
This is
didn't deserve to die. And I'm like, fuck, that could happen to me. Huh? I I could play football and just scratch a lottery ticket. I'm gonna die. That's what I thought in my head.
Yeah.
They came fucking Menace to Society, which was one of the first movies where the main character died in a very terrible way.
Horrible way.
And even his friend, the one who was on the level,
Got fucked up.
he got fucked up the worst.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so all the good guys, well, I mean, main character wasn't exactly a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, mixed bag. But O-Dog was the worst.
The worst.
That nigga stayed alive. Yeah. Like,
Out of all the people,
out of
like,
didn't get touched. Did not get touched.
Not once.
Not one bullet. And I'm like, God damn, so what the fuck? I don't need to go to Houston anymore.
No.
Mama, can we not ever go to Houston again?
We living a good life at this
But
point.
the movie that scared me the most, that stuck with me the longest, even still today, it's not scary anymore, but it's still, because it scared me so much as a child.
About to say.
Juice.
Oh! I was
Juice.
going to say Tales in the Hood.
Oh, no, that scared the fuck
Juice
out of
was
me.
scared as fuck.
Yeah, but as far as realistic hood movies, Juice scared the fuck out
He
of
just
me.
went batshit crazy.
He killed his friends. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, Tupac? What are you doing? But he said it. Yeah, I'm crazy.
I think that to me, and I guess it's just more so his background.
Yeah.
Because he was a great rapper.
Great rapper. Good actor, too. Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Like his
Yeah.
background with acting with Jada Pinkett Smith and that entanglement. But other than that, he's a great actor.
He was. He
He's
was
a
a great. He was
fucking actor.
legitimately a great actor. Well, he studied in Juilliard. So
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
fuck it,
like
man. He was
he
great.
had like
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice. Gridlocked is highly underrated, and that's probably one of his best performances.
True.
And when it started with Juice,
Yeah.
and when he killed Big Boy,
That made me mad.
it made me both sad
Yeah.
and frightened. I'm like, oh no.
Man, you got the juice now.
This is that look of, I don't want the
I don't
juice.
want the
I don't want
give
that
it to
shit.
me.
And yeah, favorite quote of that movie is Tupac looking at Omar Epps like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
When you blinked my eyes.
Yeah. It was like, oh my God, he really doesn't give a fuck. Everybody be with this motherfucker. And no one was, and he offed most of his friends. So I'm just like, I don't know where that came from, but that is the hood makes you kill your friends, ma? I don't want to go to Houston, though.
That's kind of like a little mafia movie. Like he had to off people that I don't want you talking.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Whether we grew up or not together, like,
Right.
yeah, you're going to die. Yeah, this is like, fuck, man. But yeah, Juice is
It's a good pick.
yeah,
right
man, I still love that movie. So that's my number 4 for sure.
there. Nice.
Be sure to buy Manscaped. Go online, go to the Manscaped website, use our coupon code MEX20 to get 20% off and free shipping. We honestly all use these products. We
do.
recommend these
Yeah, I
products.
vouch for him.
Using the lawnmower is literally like using an eraser for your junk. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Was once there is now gone.
What was I'm trying to remember that. I don't think those toys have a name, like the ones that it was like a picture, and then you could move the
Little
fuzzy
magnet.
stick. Yeah,
Yeah.
Woolly Woolly.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. That's what this
it gets
is.
rid of the woolly on your willy.
I like that. Yeah, very true.
But yeah, use MEX20, support the show, and then get yourself some good products.
Yeah.
I think they have ball cologne now or some shit.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right
that's
there.
yeah.
Well,
Ball cologne.
yeah.
When your balls stink, use the wash
Yeah.
or use it as a kink.
And if you're on the go, JJ,
Yeah, you're on the go. Always take protection with you. This is a moist towelette for your junk.
Oh, really? No, they had those. Yeah. Holy shit. Okay.
It's got the cologne on it, right? Like you never know. Like,
He ain't lying.
right? Yeah.
You really never know.
Look, like we went to San Antonio last week and we were at a concert. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. Maybe something, maybe nothing.
Maybe not.
I wanted to be ready.
He was prepared. Yeah.
I knew I was gonna smell up something fierce.
But my number 3, it mixes all the elements that I loved of Kung Fu with fantastical storytelling. Like, it's literally a fairy tale, but it's a really like interesting fairy tale about trying to be a better person, and that's Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh.
When Tay stayed with me, we watched that. I kind of fell asleep, but I was like, yeah, I remember that movie. Okay.
Yeah. Very underrated. I like that one.
I'm putting it
I
down.
think I love Stephen Chow's movies the most, but that's because he doesn't have a very big filmography.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Does he still make movies?
I heard, and I don't know if it's true because I'm
fell
not
off the face of the earth.
He owes money to the Chinese mob or something.
You need to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low key. Stay as low key as possible, Stephen Chow.
I don't know if that's true or not, but the last movie he made was CJ7, which no one really even.
I remember CJ7.
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good.
Not good.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard or seen him since. So yeah.
But I mean, I loved Shaolin Soccer. I love Kung Fu Hustle the most, to the point that I've thought about getting the lollipop tattoo.
You should.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah. I remember I used to please forgive me. I used to get Kung Fu Hustle and Kung Pao mixed up sometimes.
Can I order that Kung Fu? Shit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Someone is saying he's making Kung Fu Hustle 2. I don't even know if that would make sense. Like,
No one
At this
I don't
point,
think
no.
anyone remembers the first. It's
mean-
such a niche. I mean, people who remember it, but like,
I would put it in line that it's like, because it's such a good classic fairy tale from the way that it starts to the way it ends, like it would be like the people when they talk about once in a while that they want to make a sequel to The Princess Bride. It's like, do you really need
Yeah.
to? Like, the book's closed.
yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's a lightning in a bottle. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it be.
Also, Fred Savage is like a grandpa now. But
Yeah, he really is. He's got grays.
I mean, also, like, I don't know if you make that movie without Andre the Giant, like, and all the other
No.
cast. The
Everyone's
cast made
old as shit now.
or dead.
Or dead, yeah. Like,
The whore.
yeah,
Is Billy Crystal still alive?
he is.
Absolutely.
He
He's
is.
sitting somewhere courtside of the Clippers game.
Inigo Montoya has gotten big.
He's on Criminal Minds.
He was.
He was.
JJ, your number 2.
It's time. I'm not even supposed to be here today. My number 2 is Clerks. An honorable mention to Clerks 2.
Yeah, I got the movie shirt on.
Definitely having that too. God damn it.
Yeah, Clerks and Clerks 2 came along to me like at just like the perfect moment for me to get the most out of those movies. Because Clerks 1, when I found it, I was like recently graduated from high school and I was working at a retail shop. I was working at Kohl's. I don't think I signed any papers that say I can't say anything.
Did they pay you in Cole's cash?
Yes.
You're like, might as well.
Kind of, yeah. So I would always know when stuff was getting marked down, and if there was like something really sweet that I wanted, like a hoodie, I was like,
Nice.
I'll just wait until this bitch goes down to 80. I'll hide it in the shoe warehouse. But yeah, I was working at Kohl's, and you know, in Clerks, they work like at a convenience store, not exactly the same, but you know.
Not too far off.
Yeah, not too far off. And then like every like line of dialogue that Randall delivered, I was like, this is the way I feel. Randall
not
is
get
my
along with
spirit
Dante?
animal. Huh?
What about Dante?
I didn't have a Dante.
Oh, that's
Cole.
true, yeah.
Yeah, but like, so all I dealt with were the customers, and I was like, oh, God damn it.
I
What
need
do
a
you want?
Dante.
I mean, even in universe, he works in another part of the store. Like,
Oh, that
there'd
is true, yeah.
On an average day, when they're not bullshitting, there's a wall dividing.
There
them.
is, yeah. One's a video store clerk
Just
and
that
one's a
Randall
convenience
didn't give
store
a
clerk.
fuck anymore.
Yeah, he really didn't give a fuck. But yeah, wasn't Randall the video store clerk?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the other thing too, that Randall like genuinely likes movies.
Yeah.
And then he would, and I was like, yeah, damn, like Randall's my guy.
Yeah. It's a very likable character.
Right.
Yeah.
You embodied Randall.
This job would be great if it weren't for all the fucking customers.
I mean,
Is
you're
that
not.
where the shirt came from?
That's
This is
Clerks,
Clerks
too.
2.
Yeah.
Ah. Got
Did you
it.
go to the Kevin Smith thing that he was doing
When he
here?
debuted the
Yeah.
reboot, nah, I couldn't go.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that, and then they also had a movies bar.
Yeah, a
thing.
pop up. Yeah, I both
is it,
times I
reboot?
couldn't go.
Yeah. They make
Or is this the same one? They just read.
No, it's they call it a reboot, but
yeah,
it's a
it's
sequel.
just a sequel. Yeah.
Oh, Clerks too.
No, it was Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they did
It's
the
on
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. That's
Amazon,
right.
yeah. They're making a Clerks 3, by the way.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
heard
hyped
about
for
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard for the longest time that was like a no go because of awkward breakups or something. Like
Oh,
that's
no.
what I-
Yeah, they've never said specifically who, but I think it's the actor that played Randall. He
Blonde guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He married Dante's girlfriend in the movie. Like in real life, the actress and him,
Oh.
they met on set and they
Nice.
hit it off and they got married.
Oh, shit.
So, like, I speculate that it might have been him that was holding everything up, that he just didn't want to go back to being Randall. And
What the fuck else is he gonna do?
I mean, he wasn't an actor to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a paycheck,
They
dude.
just
Just
got
take it. Yeah,
They just got lucky that like Clerks hit
Big.
big.
yeah.
And they, I mean, I think Dante, the guy that plays Dante, was the only like actual actor out of all of them.
I can see that. Yeah.
Fuck, like 3 of Kevin Smith's friends play bit parts. Like one of the dudes from Comic Book Man plays 3 different roles.
Oh my god,
3 different extras because it was
it's low budget.
Low
man.
budget.
It's super low budget.
Hey, my
Kevin
friend-
Smith was working at the Quick Stop at the time.
Yeah.
It's the only reason they were allowed to film there, and he had to film at night.
Yeah.
That's why it's in black and white.
Yeah, makes sense.
That was one of my favorite, like when I was getting into films and being
Yeah.
a super nerd, that it was like
I've never seen those movies.
um,
That's what put it down on my list.
oh, the
For
movie's
sure.
black and white because it's the depths of life and how like everything is like blah blah blah, and then it's like, no, dude, I just couldn't afford color.
That's all it was. Yeah.
Couldn't afford color balancing because of the fluorescent lights. But when he was parading the movie in like film festivals and stuff, someone, like I think in a random interview, said like, I really like that it's in black and white because it makes it seem like it's supposed to be like the security camera's perspective. Is that what you were going for? And he was like, yes, exactly.
Disagree with it. Shut up, agree with it.
Like,
Yeah.
you just give a shout out to that whole era of movies. Honestly, that early '90s Sundance kids. Like, yeah,
Tying it sort of back to Quentin Tarantino and everything, like after Clerks won some kind of award. I don't know if it was the Palme d'Or or whatever, like the Sundance.
it was Sundance. Yeah.
Yeah. He won it, and he told like the people in charge of it, he's like, next year you're gonna have like a bunch of people like bring in their movies.
Doing this shit.
He made it for nothing. He made it for like next to nothing. It's like people are gonna find out that like this movie that I made on a $2,000 budget.
Yeah.
And then the next year El Mariachi.
Yeah, they might have cheating in Reservoir Dogs not too long, and
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I think like everything that was on a big screen. That's kind of why
Slacker
I
with
yeah.
Richard Linklater. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything that was on a big screen was kind of bad from probably like 2000 to like 2007. Like I might be there's a couple hidden gems, but
I
it
say
was
like 05.
that
Maybe
probably
06.
might.
Yeah, you're right. It took like a solid 5-6 years to get shit to right the ship because that shit was terrible, man. Everything was wire foo.
I just remember like being a teenager, people talking about like, no, Van Helsing's a great movie.
God damn! I heard that so many
Shut
times.
up, Alfred. I know you like Kate Beckinsale. I do too.
We all do. That
Well,
movie's
that's where the
terrible.
Underworld movies took off too.
Those were shitty. Resident Evil.
Yeah.
God damn, Columbia really fucked up. Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Wait a minute now. Hold on, time out on that one. Charlie's Angels is good.
It was not.
Full Throttle wasn't bad. Okay.
They were both pretty bad.
It took
take
Charlie's Angels had a kid playing Final Fantasy VII 2-player.
Final Fantasy, the movie came out.
That was a movie?
That was
The Spirits Within.
Yeah,
Don't watch it.
You do not ever need to watch that shit.
sure you
No,
don't
don't you put that on the list.
I don't even think you can find it.
I don't either.
I have my
YouTube.
ways.
You are right. Napoleon Dynamite is good.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But it's not. It wasn't a big release. Like it was.
independent.
It was an independent movie.
Yeah. That was so good that they then released it a little bit wider, but it really caught on DVD.
Somebody is also bringing up Mean Girls. I don't think that's a big release either. That's just kind
No,
of.
it was. That one was.
Trust this skank.
And that one is good.
Bitch.
Yeah.
She's so mean. She's one fugly slut.
I love Mean Girls.
God.
There is a couple of gems.
You're going to get a cup just by default. You gotta
I
get
can't
some
help
good
it if
ones.
I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. Damn it, why do I
that whole
remember
movie.
that goddamn?
Oh, I do too.
Jeez Louise.
It's just a great movie. Yeah. You go, Glenn Coco.
Yeah. You don't even go here. Sorry.
You're good, dude. But I mean, just to piggyback off all that it's like there was a lot of like diamonds in the rough, and that like not that were they would be called like A24 films and stuff now, but they were
Miramax back then.
Miramax back then. Like I remember,
that's problematic.
He ain't lying. He really ain't lying.
Why?
Weinstein.
Weinsteins. Oh, one Weinstein. The other one's just gone now. I don't know what the fuck happened to Bob.
He's probably still in Epstein Island.
His brother fucked it up so bad he can't show his face.
Yo, you know what's crazy is that I be watching some of these random shows and I'm like, I see the Weinsteins. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Might want to take that out. Yeah.
That's what puts like movies like Dogma in development hell.
Dogma's still not been
Yeah.
re-released, which is a fucking shame.
If you look it up on eBay, it's like a $90 movie.
Yeah. I had that
Damn.
I had the special.
it's not on any platforms.
I should have bought
Nope.
it.
Nope. I had that special edition DVD JJ and I gave it away.
I bought Clerks like 5 times.
Oh my
and
God.
I kept skipping over Dogma because it was always on Comedy
It
Central.
was always on. That's why I got rid of it. I'm like, okay, this movie's everywhere. What the fuck? And then like you cannot find it anywhere anymore. And I'm like,
I found a way to
fuck.
bootleg it.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure you
have my
can.
ways.
Yeah.
Illegal activities on the next one.